Hello everybody, Shadow here, and welcome to Slay the Princess. This game has been on my radar for a while. A couple of friends showed it to me, and coincidentally, it happens to be part of the Yogscast Games Tiny Teams event, which thankfully I was given some codes for games, including this one, so it just so happened to work out. So thank you very much, Yogscast Games, for giving me this key, because I get to check this game out. I've seen some trailers and stuff. It looks really, really cool. I am just gonna hop into it, and you can kind of see where it goes. The hero and the princess. Here we go.
You're on a path in the woods.
Hold on,
and at the end of that path,
turn up my volume a little bit on my own.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Right.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Okay. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do it? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, ow. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution!
That's the spirit.
I can't.
You make your way up the short path.
That was incredible.
You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Right.
She will lie, she will cheat.
Got it.
And she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Well, death to the monarchy, so
she says.
I don't think we have to worry about that.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait. So, hold on, wait. So, am I the hero? Was that my inner monologue? What's going on?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Right.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
That seems a little suspicious.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hold on, wait a second. Wait. If we're coming here to slay a princess, shouldn't we have our own weapon? Like why is the weapon that we're killing her with here? That's suspicious. I don't know if I like this. Hold on. My conflict of suspicious environments versus death to the monarchy is fighting right now. I guess let's take the blade.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without.
I mean, we could still do it, but it might just be a little bit harder. Oh shoot! I really wish that I had turned on my cursor recording, because my cursor has been a little night hand, and it just changed to a night hand holding a dagger. Oh, dang it. I might have to... I'm probably going to end up doing more than one episode on this, just because it seems like it's going to be a really cool game. So I'll have to try to remember to turn that on next time. If I can get it to actually capture the custom cursor and everything.
The basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Okay.
This is an oppressive place.
Definitely seems that way.
A hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Could be, yeah.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Oh dear.
Who's there?
Oh, hi.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I mean, if this is her house, then she would be, yes.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Let's just continue down
Still
the stairs.
listening to reason. walk
Hi.
downstairs and lock eyes with the princess.
How's it going,
There's
princess?
a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Only one, though.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Probably.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Or something, yes. What? No way. Why would you ever think that? Let's just
You step forward,
ignore
your
it.
grip on the blade tightening as you steal.
Don't want to get too involved.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Very good question.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I mean, you're chained to a wall.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I don't think so.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice?
I came here to kill a
see the
monarch, and
razor
I'm going to
sharpness
kill a
in her
monarch.
gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Let's slay the
You
princess.
lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh boy!
Oh,
Yeah. Oh no, the cursor is bloody too. Oh no.
this is it, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'm
I've
almost
made my
convinced.
choice, apparently.
I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Probably not.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words.
Right.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Great.
It's over, isn't it?
Let her die
She stopped
happy.
breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
I don't like the
Is it
vibe.
over? Really over?
That's a very good question. Of course not. That was too easy.
Over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Well, I mean, I would have said cut off the head,
I really don't think you should do that.
but
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her.
why
heart.
are we
There's
listening?
No coming back.
How can we interact with this narrator to begin with? Isn't that concerning?
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt.
What is with our hand?
But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Dang it, she had a knife.
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Oh boy!
Quick, let's get out of here.
Oh,
too late for that
no, no, you're so
Collapse to the
creepy.
ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
How did you get that?
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
Right.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Right. Good doing business with you.
See you around.
Yep.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you,
Okay.
whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Right. Great. Chapter 2? Chapter 2. The Razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here
Right.
to slay her.
What? What? Wait, hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Wait, but you're the narrator. You're not real.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Are you sure?
Are we sure we don't want to turn around and hightail
The
out of here?
flinching?
We don't want to be stabbed to death again. Stabbed to death? And you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
No, she's definitely armed.
But that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Right.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Why should I bother doing
Those are two
anything?
very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay.
Let's
Thank
say
you.
for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Right.
If you're back here,
I like the
I'm
hypothetical.
assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Rude.
Mostly listened to you. How were we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her.
Right.
Congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
Okay.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that,
We didn't
sounds
say
to
it
me
like
you
that.
made a rather dangerous assumption that your
Rude.
actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
True.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
This is a very good question, narrator. You asked. You're a smart fellow.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
True.
Who cares what happened to everyone else? We should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here. You do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
True.
We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
Right.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Yeah. We'll totally do it. Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Warning.
We'll save the
Before
world.
you go any further, she will lie.
Yep. Okay.
No, we can't go in there. Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die again, and I bet it's going to hurt.
Are we gonna continue to loop and get more and more different voices?
It's good to be careful, but you're really not helping with all that talk about death and dying.
Right.
Agreed. Just ignore that clown and stay focused.
All right. Let's go.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken
Oh
boards.
my.
Their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered
Oh
glass.
dear.
The only
I don't like
furniture of note
this.
is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
But there's a mirror.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you...
But you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
There's a
table,
mirror.
The blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's definitely a mirror. Also, the windows are shattered and the door's broken.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this noise.
I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no...
There's a
Why
mirror!
would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
This whole
Very
cabin is different.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Well, let's take the
You
blade.
Take the blade from the table. Okay. Holding it feels a little better.
Right, yeah.
Maybe we can make it through this.
Do I approach the mirror? I approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
It's a mirror.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Wait.
You know how ridiculous you look right now.
Wait hold on. Wait. Are we a dragon?
But it was there a second
Or
ago.
are we turning into a dragon?
And now it's gone. For the love of everything, can we just get this over with already? All this waiting is killing me.
Is the princess turning us into the dragon? So that way we fit the normal stereotype of the dragon capturing the princess, and then a true hero comes to save us, to save the princess and slay us or something. Ooh, I don't know, but
The door to the basement creaks.
oh
open,
gosh,
revealing
I
what
hate
must
it.
have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has
Oh, he's actually describing the
the
wreck of it
smell
this
of
time.
fresh blood. You can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives, that's right, scraping. I told you she has something. I told you. That sound could
Right.
be anything. It's probably just her
Oh,
chain dragging
gosh.
across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
I don't like it.
There's something wrong with that voice. I can hear her bloodlust.
Oh yeah, she definitely wants to stab me again.
As you descend
Oh,
the final step,
boy!
the form of the princess
Great!
comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody, quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
I don't like the fact that your hands are behind your back.
We're not falling for it. She's tricking us. Can't you hear that threatening edge to her voice? She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. Then it'll all happen again.
Yeah?
If she sounds
Yeah.
threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you
Right.
waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
No. I'm sorry, what? To be continued. To be continued. Okay, there's 10 routes and 1 ending to find in the demo, and many more ways to die. Great. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and restart. And we didn't really talk to the princess at all, so let's go ahead and be a little bit more sociable, you know? All right.
You're here.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
True.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Right.
Before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing
Okay.
There's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Right.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Got it. Alright, let's just, approach the cabin.
You make your way up, short a warning. She will
Yep.
We're not gonna go. Ignore him. He doesn't know.
Okay, that's all the same. Let's go.
The interior of the blade. You take the blade from the table.
Oh, maybe I should probably should have left the blade. But
The door
As
to
a
the
backup.
basement, her voice carried.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Don't let it fool you.
right.
Oh,
Just checking in
it's
on
been
you.
so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down
Hi.
the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a
Hi.
heavy
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
focus on the
Very
task at
good question.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What would give you that impression? I haven't decided
How
yet.
about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine.
I don't
We can
like
decide
the
what we want to
narrator.
do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Right.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious...
How is this going to go terribly wrong?
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
Right.
You're going to need it.
I think we'll be
So
fine.
here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, this feels pretty reasonable. There's people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I
You
don't remember
think?
much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Fair.
Just
Where
how
do you
long
get
has she been down
food?
here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, actually, no, they haven't. I was hoping you'd tell
Ending
me.
the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
I mean, I guess.
At the
True.
end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Right.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
True.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Fair, that is what happened last time, yes.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Okay.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
That is a valid point.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
You shut up, okay?
Like
Quiet.
I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me? The prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world. Or do you trust whoever put me here?
If I let you go, will you at least spare me?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I mean, she's a princess. Sure. How would I get you out of here?
Can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Fair.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Is she suggesting cutting her own hand off?
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Have you decided what to do with me?
Yeah. Probably a bad
Know
idea.
why you're here.
Well, I know why I'm here. Let's examine the chains.
You have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far
Right.
too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Joy.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
There's nothing upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Possible.
I'll be here.
All right. Ta-ta for now.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Gasp.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
How dare
You're
you?
here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
So the narrator can physically alter the world.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay.
Okay.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
I don't like you.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Really?
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Right.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's save the
Against
princess.
your better judgment.
Oh, the puppy
place
dog
the blade on
eyes!
The princess's arm,
Ah!
just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it.
Ah!
Before long, you're able to crack through bone,
Ah!
which pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you.
How do you do
Fierce
that?
gaze meeting your eye.
For a second, I thought you were gonna grab the hand out of the lock and stick it back on or something.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like
I mean,
she isn't even
technically
bothered
speaking,
by
she
it.
lost a hand and like a little bit of an arm. Most of her arm is still there.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stairs,
Whoa!
your body steps forward and raises the blade.
How dare you, possessing me?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can
I'm
connect.
sorry, I can't control myself. Oh, my hands are claws again.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
No. We're gonna resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I like the princess.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yes.
I'll make this quick.
Excuse me?
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Excuse me! What are you talking about?
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Oh! Oh,
Her
joy!
face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end.
Well,
isn't it? I'm afraid it is.
great!
Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Fun. The prisoner, you say? Oh.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been
It's
here.
actually the fourth.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time.
The skeptic.
I wouldn't trust a
Ooh.
word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
I like you. I like you, skeptic.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. As far
Right.
as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Sure, that counts as telling me. Well, let's just proceed, I guess.
A warning. She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Well, he can't actually wink because he's a disembodied voice.
No, I didn't.
Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Do I take the knife or do I not?
The interior of the cabin is
Oh.
less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
Oh.
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Right.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the blade is your implement.
Let's approach the mirror again.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone.
Okay.
If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe he'll be
Right.
back.
Let's enter the basement. Without the knife this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone
Right.
steps. If the princess lives here, slaying
So
her
I'm
would
assuming this
probably be
one's
doing
probably
her a
gonna
favor.
cut me off as well, right?
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please.
You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. Does she remember us?
It's a very good question.
You walk
Oh.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She looks very upset.
The heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands. in her
And
lap.
okay, so because we cut off her hand in the next loop, now her neck and her other hand, so we can't repeat that way out. Okay.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose,
there would be something so obviously useless.
True. Very
What an
suspicious.
interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? I'm sure the two of us have quite a bit to talk about.
Okay, yeah, sure. Hi. The prisoner. Cool. To be continued. All right. Yeah, this is very cool. I'm very much like, I can't wait for the full game to come out. I believe it's soon? I don't actually know. Can I pull it up quick? Does it have a release date on Steam? I will definitely be playing the full game when it comes out, because this is definitely really, really, really cool. Okay, hold on. Release date. It does not have a release date on Steam yet. Okay, but it does say 2023, so sometime this year. I'm really looking forward to this. I will definitely be playing the full game once it comes out. Once again, thank you to Yogscast Games for giving me a code to this. So that way I can play it and show it off. And I hope you all enjoyed this little taste of the game. And yeah, if you enjoyed sorry, the transitioning between these little spiels are very bad, because I've never done like oh yeah, I got this code for free from the devs or from a associated company doodad thing. So I'm just like, how do I smoothly transition between this and stuff? So I don't know. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comments below and maybe leave a like. And if you want to catch the full series when I eventually do it, go ahead and hit subscribe. But for now, that is it. So, see ya!